Hey, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, welcome back to another video for Borderlands 3, and in this one we're going to be taking a look at a few new legendary weapons that come in the new Guns, Love and Tentacles DLC. If you guys caught the gameplay we uploaded earlier on today, then you'll of course know that last week we had a chance to go over to 2K's UK offices and go hands-on with the very beginning of the DLC, only like 30-40 minutes, so not a huge amount. But while we were there were some pre-made Vault Hunters, and they came equipped with a couple of new legendary weapons each. So in this video, I'm going to give you a quick look at each of those. So to begin with, we turn our attention to the loaded Unflappable Mutant. This is, visually it looks very similar to Rowan's Call. It's of course kind of got that weird alien look to it, but this has a kind of green body. And this one is a Jacob's weapon. There's going to be quite a lot of Jacob's weapons, given the theme of the DLC. And this is an assault rifle. It has 226 damage, 73% accuracy, 96% handling, reload speed of 3.4 seconds, a fire rate of 10.16 seconds, and a magazine size of 39. Now, I will say, given that we had limited exposure to these weapons, we didn't necessarily get to discern exactly what all of their legendary behaviors were, so to speak. Some were obvious, some a little less so. This one, when you fire it, seems to have this kind of continual, almost like laser that connects with the enemies. A little bit different to some of those conventional actual laser-like weapons, but when you compare this to, say, Rowan's Call and the way it typically fires, this one, the most noteworthy thing is that it does have this interesting looking kind of electrical beam that comes out the front, albeit yellow and not blue. Either way, this is a pretty cool weapon, seems to do some good damage. Keep in mind, it's a little bit hard to sort of see how it actually performs endgame because the characters we were given were level 35, so we're not really talking like endgame difficulty here, but either way, this is one of the new weapons. Moving on from there, we then have a sniper rifle, a Jacob's sniper called the Daisy Bowery Cocky Bastard. This is also a Jacob's weapon with the legendary description, Great Kid. I'll be honest, this one wasn't really that clear as to what it did. Seemed to hit kind of hard, but the actual exotic behavior, or the legendary behavior, should I say, wasn't really that apparent. So, short of having decent damage, decent accuracy, all the kind of stuff you would typically expect with a sniper rifle, there wasn't really anything that jumped out initially as like, oh damn, this is a crazy legendary weapon. Obviously, given some extended use, we can probably find that out. But as it stands, it looks pretty damn cool. When you scope in, the actual scope itself also looks quite nice. I like the sort of, reticle design for it. But that is one of the sniper rifles. Moving on from there to a TDR shotgun called the Unlimited Fire Sale Anarchy. This looks really, really cool. I've said this before, but TDR weapons are probably my favorite in the game. Maybe I don't necessarily use them all in my endgame builds, but just visually and behavior-wise, I just really like them. This one is a shotgun, incendiary damage, and behaves in a kind of similar manner as to most other TDR weapons. You throw it when you go to reload, and this one, when you throw it, it appears to almost kind of run towards and kind of jump onto enemies. Plus, it has the added bonus whereby if you shoot it whilst it's running or whilst it's idle, it can then increase the damage of that explosion. On top of that, we also have another mystery sniper rifle. I say mystery because basically all of the snipers that we used didn't really reveal their legendary behaviors, or at least it wasn't immediately apparent. If any of you guys noticed anything that I didn't, then by all means call it out down below. But this one is called the Daisy Skull Smasher, and the perk says makes your brain hurt. Magazine size of 6, decent damage. Obviously, unlike most sniper rifles which have a single bullet, this one is spread between 5, so that in itself is quite interesting behavior. And this of course falls into the Jacobs category, and being Jacobs, it also means that your critical hits ricochet to the nearby enemy. Moving on from there, we then have a Hyperion weapon called the Defrauding Aldridian. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Of course, being Hyperion, that means that when you aim down sights, you do have a shield that comes up, which is kind of handy. This one also has Corrosive Element type. It has 112 damage, 71% accuracy, 67% handling, reload speed of 3.1 seconds, a fire rate of 10.71 seconds, and a magazine size of 49. The description for this one says they bound the ones they knew of. There were more. And one of the interesting things about this one is that it also switches element on reload. So, typically you would of course associate switching elements with other brands, but Hyperion in this case, of course, once you fire it and you reload, then you do get that switching element. Plus, the shield you have also reduces elemental damage. Moving on from there, we have another TDR weapon. This one looks incredibly cool with the whole sort of black and red color scheme. This one is called Same Day Fire Sale Flammer Diddle Plus Plus, which is a pretty big mouthful. However, this also incendiary shotgun and similar behavior to last time. Obviously, you throw it when it reloads, but this one actually homes in on enemies and shoots them in the process. Typical kind of TDR behavior, but the fact that it's sort of like homing on the location, I believe, is somewhat unique to this one. And of course, the description for this is 8. Never turn your back on a monster. Bang! Moving on from there, we then have the abundant Quicksilver Insider, a Maliwan shotgun. This one has the ability to switch between corrosive and shock elements, so obviously, you know, that in itself is pretty cool. The description for this one is you can run, but you can't hide. And, you know, outside of just having the ability to switch between those elements, there didn't seem to be anything discernible to the behavior for this weapon, but we have damage of 238 across the pellet spread. We have 79% accuracy, 29% handling, a reload speed of 2.7 seconds, and a fire rate of 1.64 seconds with a magazine size of 18. And then finally, the last one we came equipped with was a COV weapon called Hort-named Serial Killer, and I mean, that name is just ridiculous. But this one's pretty cool because obviously if you use COV weapons, you'll be familiar with the fact that they, you know, technically speaking have infinite ammo, but they just overheat. This one, however, when you kill an enemy, it increases your damage, your fire rate, and it reduces the heat shot cost, so you can kind of keep using this for a little bit longer, and this effect can stack up to 3 times, so obviously it will still continue to break, but, you know, getting kills can at least elongate the time that you use this weapon. Anyway, that, for the time being, is a look at the weapons we had a chance to use. There are, of course, also just some regular epic weapons there, but largely speaking, that's a look at 8 new legendary weapons that come as part of the Guns, Love and Tentacles DLC. Of course, if you guys are excited for this, let me know in the comments down below, and let me know if you have any questions, and of course, if you saw anything that we didn't necessarily see about those weapons, potential behaviours, similarly, let me know. But for the time being, that's it. Keep it locked, because as and when the DLC goes live, we'll have plenty more content for you guys. But until then, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. Remember to hit that subscribe button and also click on the little bell icon to turn on notifications so you don't miss my next upload. Also, don't forget, you can check out 269 and Paradise Central streaming over on Twitch 6 days a week. You can find a link to the multi-stream in the description box down below. Be sure to drop by and get involved. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy. Catch you next time. Peace out.